team, I hope you're all well. Today I am here to talk to you about some cozy mysteries that are on my radar. Now, I haven't read a great deal of cozy mysteries, but I know they're doing the rounds a lot at the moment. So I have been collecting a couple, and I've got a few that I physically own here and a couple that I own on Kindle and audio, and I would like to chat to you about a couple. But first, I wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, who are Blackstone Publishing. Blackstone is an independent publisher that releases groundbreaking books by talented authors across all genres. And the book that I want to specifically talk to you about is Pig and Scorpion and the Barbershop Detectives by Rick Bleweis. Now, this book is set in a quaint little English town called Haxford in 1910, and Inspector Scorpion is new to town. He ends up with 3 different mysteries that he needs to try and solve, and he ends up finding himself in the barbershop, in which the people inside the barbershop are going to help him solve these mysteries. There is a con man stealing some land, a thief stealing an artifact and a pig, and obviously a murder. There's always a murder, isn't there? And this detective is very reminiscent of, you know, the likes of Poirot from Agatha Christie and also Sherlock Holmes from Arthur Conan Doyle. So I really enjoyed this because I've read both Agatha Christie and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and I really enjoyed both of them, and this is quite reminiscent of that as well. I had a really good time with the audiobook. It was very good. The narrator did a really good job with the accents and stuff, and I just had a great time with this book. It was a fun time. I do like myself a cozy mystery. So if you are interested in giving this book a read, there is a link in the description box down below, but it is also on the screen for you. And why not put some fun back into your reading with a good old classic throwback of a whodunit. I do love a good old whodunit. They're very good. So again, link in the description box down below as well as on the screen right here. And do please go and check them out. And thank you so much to Blackstone Publishing for sponsoring this video. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so I do have 8 books on my list, 6 of which I physically own. 1 is on my Kindle and 1 is an audiobook. So let's go through those 2 first, because I don't have them here to show you. So the one on my Kindle is a Kindle Unlimited book, and it's called A Witch Too Late, and it is by Paula Lester. Show a picture of it here on the screen. I don't know specifically what this is about. I'm going to assume it's witchy and there is a murder or something. So I'm going to read you what it says on my very bright phone that you can't see anything on. A deadly curse in the making. For Cascade Lawn, getting out of a messy marriage was supposed to be the ticket to start it over. On the brink of her big 50 birthday, a special delivery transforms everything she knows and plunges Cascade into a bewitching world of unexpected delights, phenomenal power, and legendary creatures turned real. But before she has time to adjust, Cascade becomes the #1 suspect in the murder of a powerful figure in this strange new world. With only a sarcastic talking cat, always love a sarcastic talking cat, and a mysterious but totally hot neighbour to help. Bonus. Cascade must unravel a decades-old mystery, even as the killer plots to use her as the last piece in a lethal puzzle. This is a clean, cozy mystery featuring a female amateur detective, perfect for readers who love a fun sleuth story and for fans of paranormal women's fiction. It sounds really good, and I'm here for it. I think it's like a reasonably... I don't know how long the series is actually. Oh, 6 books so far. So I am looking forward to picking that one up. It sounds very good. And then I do have Magic Lies and Deadly Pies by Misha Pop. This one sounds fantastic, and I've been seeing it doing the rounds a lot recently on BookTube, so I'm very keen for this one. And I do have the audio for it on BookBeat, so I'm looking forward to that one. This says, the first time Daisy Ellery killed a man with a pie, it was an accident. Now it's her calling. Daisy bakes sweet vengeance into her pastries, which she and her dog Zoe deliver to the men who've done dirty deeds to the town's women. But if she can't solve the one crime that's not of her own baking, she'll be out of the pie pan and into the oven, parking her pies before Guy's mobile van. Parking her pies before Guy's mobile bakery van outside the local diner, Daisy is informed by Frank, the crusty diner owner, that someone has been prowling around the van, and not just to inhale the delectable aroma. This is going to be a good time. I don't know how to make a sentence work right now. Already on thin ice with Frank, she finds a letter on her door threatening to reveal her unsavoury secret sideline of pie a la murder. Blackmail? But who whipped up this half-baked plot to cut a slice out of Daisy's business? Listen, I can't with the puns in this synopsis. This is really funny. Purple-haired campers do-good and Melly. Noel the tender is flaky farm boy, or one of the abusive men who preferred their pie without a deadly scoop of payback. The upcoming statewide pie contest could be Daisy's big chance to help wronged women everywhere if she doesn't meet a sticky end first, because Daisy knows the blackmailer won't stop until her business is in crumbles. I cannot. I need to physically own a copy of this book whether I like it or not. It's so expensive though. But yes, please. I kind of want to pick that up right now. How have I never read that synopsis before? That's a fantastic synopsis. So that sounds very, very good. Following on from that, I do have Finlay Donovan is Killing It by Cosimano. This again is kind of similar to that but without the bacon. Finlay Donovan, single mum and floundering crime writer, is having a hard time. Her ex-husband went behind her back to fire the nanny, and this morning she sent her 4-year-old to school with her hair duct taped to her head after an unfortunate incident with scissors. We've all been there. Making it to lunch with her literary agent is a minor victory, but as she discusses the plot of her latest crime novel, the conversation is misinterpreted by a woman sitting nearby as that of a hit woman offering her services to be disposed of a problem husband. And when the woman slips Finlay a name and a promise of a large sum of cash, Finlay finds herself plotting something much bigger than her novel. After all, they do always say write what you know. This sounds fantastic, and I have heard nothing but great things about this book over on BookTube. I know that Kayla absolutely loved this one to the point that I think the last one in the series might actually be one of the Literally Dead book club picks next year. So I would like to catch up with the series so that I can read that with the book club potentially. So yeah, very excited to pick this one up at some point. Then I do have The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osmond. This is set not too far from me, like up in the lakes somewhere, I think. And I got this, I was gifted this, we went on holiday to Scotland last year, and the woman that owns the place, she was reading it at the time that we were there, and she realised I was a big reader because I spent all of my time in her library in the house that we were in, and she ended up giving this to me when I left. She was like, I finished it, I think you'll really like it, take it home. So, and I know that book 3 or 4 has now come out as well. 4 unlikely friends, a shocking murder. Welcome to Thursday Murder Club. In a peaceful retirement village, 4 unlikely friends meet up once a week to investigate unsolved murders. But when a brutal killing takes place on their very doorstep, the Thursday Murder Club finds themselves in the middle of their first live case. Elizabeth, Joyce, Abraham and Ron might be pushing 80, but they still have a few tricks up their sleeves. Can our unorthodox but brilliant gang catch the killer before it's too late? I've heard great things, and I saw 3 different people reading this on holiday while I was there as well, pointing it out to Andy, and he was like, oh yeah, and I saw another person reading the second one, so it's out and about, you know. I have A Curious Beginning, Veronica Speedwell mystery by Dina Rayborn. I have heard of this from Riley Marie, but I am fully aware that Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte has been reading this series recently as well, and I've heard great things, so I am keen on reading this one. After burying her spinster aunt, the orphaned Veronica Speedwell intends to resume her world travels in pursuit of scientific inquiry and the occasional romantic dalliance. As familiar with hunting butterflies as she is fending off admirers, Veronica wields her butterfly net and a sharpened hatpin with equal aplomb. But fate has other plans, as Veronica discovers when she thwarted her own abduction with the help of an enigmatic German baron with ties to her mysterious past. The baron offers her sanctuary in the care of his friend Stoker, a reclusive natural historian as intriguing as he is bad-tempered. But before the baron can reveal his secrets, he is found murdered. Veronica and Stoker are forced to go on the run, wary partners in search of the villainous truth. It sounds really good. I've heard great things. One that will actually continue a series and finish a series is The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. I don't know if this is necessarily deemed cozy mystery, but I really enjoy these books. I have a good time with them. There's a mystery element to it, so why the hell not? In general, this series follows a girl called Stevie Bell. In the first one, Truly Devious, we follow her going to college, and there is a murder that happened many years prior, and then there is a murder that happens in real time, and she's trying to figure them both out. She sees herself as very much so like Sherlock Holmes. She's trying to figure them both out because she thinks they're connected, and the storyline just kind of goes from there. Honestly, I haven't read the synopsis of this book, and I don't want to, so I'm not going to read it out to you because I don't want to, but I think that this follows her. After solving the now famous truly devious case at our high school, she's back at home for a normal, that means boring, summer. So this is after school. I said college before I meant school. It's because it was like a prestigious school for clever kids. So yeah, this follows on from that. I don't want to read the synopsis because A, it could spoil you lot if you've not read it yet, and B, it could spoil me for what's going to happen in the book, and I don't like it. I don't like it. The Accidental Medium by Tracy Whitwell. I picked this up on a whim in Waterstones in Manchester when I was at Yalk, and the woman who served me behind the till freaked out. She was like, oh my god, I haven't seen that, let me check that we've got some more before I just finish serving you before I forget. And they had like one more, and she reserved it straight away, and she was like, I literally have never seen this book before in my life. And I was like, it's a big Waterstones, you know. It's the Piccadilly one, it's massive. So yeah, I just picked it up on a whim, and it sounds great. So this one says The Accidental Medium is the first book in a hilarious series from Tracy Whitwell featuring Tans, the accidental medium who, with the help of the dead, is about to become an unwilling crime solver. Tans is a wine-loving, straight-talking, once successful TV actress from Gateshead, whose career has shriveled like an antique walnut. She's still grieving for her friend Frank, who died in a car crash 3 years ago, and she has to find a normal job in London to fund her cocktail habit. When she starts working in a new age shop, Tans suddenly discovers that the voices she's hearing in her head are not just in her imagination working overtime, but are in fact messages from beyond the grave. Alarmed, she confronts her little man and discovers she is from a long line of psychic mediums. Despite an exciting new avenue of life opening up to Tans, darkness isn't far away, and all too soon there's murder in the air. It sounds really, really good. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by a... That's what I thought it said. I just got distracted by one of the chapter titles. Okay, sounds fantastic. I am so here for this one. And then the last one that I have, I was googling cozy mysteries to see what's on my shelves that would count as a cozy mystery, because I know people kind of have their own little in their head, you know, what counts to them as a cozy mystery, but I wanted to see what in general is deemed a cozy mystery, and this one came up, and I've had it on my shelves for a little while now, and it is The Maid by Nita Prose. I've heard mixed things, I'm not gonna lie, I've heard mixed things, but is this a program or a movie now as well? I can't remember. Either way, a dead body is one mess she can't clean up on her own. Molly Gray is not like everyone else. She struggles with social skills and misreads the intentions of others. Her gran used to interpret the world for her, codifying it into simple rules that Molly could live by. Since Gran died a few months ago, 25-year-old Molly has been navigating life's complexities all by herself. No matter, she throws herself with gusto into her work as a hotel maid. Her unique character, along with her obsessive love of cleaning and proper etiquette, makes her an ideal fit for the job. She delights in donning her crisp uniform each morning, stocking her cart with miniature soaps and the bottles, and returning guest rooms at the Regency Grand Hotel to a state of perfection. But Molly's orderly life is upended the day she enters the suite of the infamous and wealthy Charles Black, only to find it in a state of disarray and Mr. Black himself dead in his bed. Before she knows what's happening, Molly's unusual demeanour has the police targeting her as their lead suspect. She quickly finds herself caught in a web of deception, one she has no idea how to untangle. Fortunately for Molly, friends she never knew she had unite with her in search for clues to what really happened to Mr. Black. But will they be able to find the real killer before it's too late? Both a clue-like locked room mystery and a heartwarming journey of the spirit, The Maid explores what it means to be the same as everyone else and yet entirely different, and reveals that all mysteries can be solved through connection to the human heart. It sounds really good, so I am intrigued by this one as well. And those are 8 cozy mysteries that I've got my eye on at the moment. I'm fully aware that there's like a whole bunch of others like The Deadly Scoop and stuff that are around at the moment that people are getting into, but these are the ones that I have on my shelves / Kindle / audio that I'm really keen on at the moment. But yeah, chat to me in the comments down below. Have you got any recommendations for me for cozy mysteries? Because I think I will really enjoy them once I get into them. I'm just on the lookout for some more, maybe. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Chat to me in the comments down below. If you don't really want to, leave me like a, do they have a crystal ball emoji? If not, leave me a witchy one, because why not? And thank you again to Blackstone Publishing for sponsoring this video. I really do appreciate it. Again, link in the description box down below if you would like to go and check the book out. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.